Banger.
We're professional. You could randomly pick any episode and find the worst topic you've ever heard us talk about.
Oh, I mean, it depends how unhinged I'm allowed to be. We can get down and dirty with something.
I'm trying to think back.
Again, it's just the CB episode where we ended up talking about muscle mommies for 30 minutes.
It's crazy that I was thinking of that same episode.
Yeah, that is the
W
episode.
That's just the most like, okay, hey, where did you guys really go off the rails? Yeah, that fucking episode. That entire goddamn episode. Like, I'm trying to go back through the notes I have for everything and look at the last time we had something absolutely like wild. I guess we had last week where we talked about Megalass thinking she could fight a tiger.
I don't think. I know.
I think that's something we have to find out.
Yeah, would you believe if I said we had these same conversations at work? It is like the same conversations. But it's a little more complex. It's more like if there was 3 of him and like 1 bear, could they beat the bear?
What tools do you have?
So the initial conversation was no tools whatsoever, and I'm like, I don't know about that one, man. There's one weak spot in guys, and the thing is, if I say black bear, it's like, all right, GG's, reset.
If it's baby black bear, though, maybe I think you have a chance.
You probably do.
If we're talking like 6 months.
But are you talking baby black bear with no mama bear anywhere near, or just?
Yeah, that's the thing. You have like final boss sitting by randomly.
No, I think it's more just like a Coliseum type. Like it's hungry, it's scared, it's split from its family, but like it's still the fight. Like it's just you and him.
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
I'm gonna be real. I haven't paid attention to anything said in the last like minute, because I got a new air fryer and my food just finished.
Okay, so here's what you're fighting against. A 6-month-old black bear is 15 to 40 pounds and is 2 to 3 feet in length.
Oh, bro, it's a baby. Yeah. I could fucking crush that thing.
The 2 to that's like okay. So that's like 1 arm's length away. So I have reach on that thing. Yeah.
If this website loads, this would be a really funny thing to look at. Like, at what point do we think we cannot beat a black bear? Fuck. I don't want. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not using this website anymore.
You're not. So you are a robot.
What do you think? What do you think the Tron in my part of my name means?
Oh my
god! This whole time.
Are we comparing a 6-month bear to a 6-month baby? Is that what we're doing? a pretty big disparity, I may guess.
Okay, how many babies would it take to kill a 6-month-old bear? Now we're.
I don't think there's a good enough answer for that.
Let's find out.
I mean, you can just ask anybody.
Bring out the babies. No.
Bring out the babies.
I don't know why, but you hitting the "let's find out" just reminded me of that clip of Steve Harvey where he's just screaming, "Cancel!" I love that clip so much. It's even better knowing that the context for it is like the question being asked for the Family Feud is like, what is something you would do for sex? And the fact that Kill was up there is like, dog, y'all gotta get some help. We gotta sort this out.
Nah, like, person sent me a tweet today, and I think it's a joke tweet where it's like, these friends started like account for how many beers they drank during the summer, and the person leading had like, he averages 11.8 a day. And I just said, yeah, that's his call for help, because I said, like, yeah, he's a teacher and recently divorced. So, like, y'all help this man.
Bro, that's not a call for help. That's a legend right there. Tell him lock in, get the 12.
I'll pull up the tweet.
Get the 12.0 average, or you're out of the team.
No, I don't want to sign up. God damn it. Fuck it. Here we go. So 12 and a half beers a day is his average.
Oh my god.
That's gonna get like. Hold up. He's a teacher. There's no way he can afford this.
Recently
That's-
divorced.
he's divorced though. So he's in an
Yeah,
he's in
So
a
his
studio,
money
a
is
one
even
bed,
less.
one bath studio with nothing but a lawn chair and a TV on the floor.
Dude's living with
Or there.
dude's living with
there's the
Creamer down
morbid-
here.
Go ahead.
The dude's living with Creamer down here, considering Creamer doesn't even drink barely over a quarter of a can of beer a day.
Just like me, for real.
God damn! Wait, let's do some more quick math here. I'm gonna divide the 741 by 6.
Well, no, I was gonna say we don't technically have to do the math because there is just a morbid answer. He's
How
just
fast
compiling.
they get liver cancer.
No, he's compiling credit card debt, and then he's gonna just, he's gonna head out.
Off to a great start this week, I see.
Yeah.
Wait, are we going already?
Yeah.
Wait, are we?
Yeah, no, that's the bit. That's the bit. He always starts when we're saying some bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I've been going.
We've only
since
ever
I
had
got your
to edit
camera
the
in.
intro twice. Or we've had to edit twice, and surprisingly, neither of them have been me.
Both of them have
Why
actually
talk about-
came from Hunter.
One did. Just one.
Yeah, but you brought the other person in who caused the second time.
Okay, well, I could have known that, I have a quota to meet, It's not my fault you give me deadlines.
A quota of how many times we got to edit this?
No, a quota of how many people I have to bring in a year.
That quota needs to go up.
It
It
does.
sounds
I have,
almost like a pyramid
I
scheme.
haven't
This is a
brought in
pyramid
too
scheme.
many people.
That's
Agreed.
like you finally figured it out. It took someone 73 episodes to figure it out that this is just a pyramid scheme. We don't know what
This is a
we
pyramid
don't.
scheme?
We don't
Who's making money? Because I'm not.
It
YouTube.
doesn't. I mean,
Google's
you
making the
wouldn't-
money.
yeah.
Google's making the
YouTube's
money
the
because for
mastermind.
some reason they're probably running ads before that I'm not making money from.
Oh, of course.
Bro, we gotta hit our revenue goals. Guys,
Well-
I'm trying to buy a Lambo.
Hey, all I'm saying, the Twitch paycheck just hit $57 last 4 months.
Yo, let's take it to the casino and double it. Let's go.
I'm putting it on green.
Mega Mega might I, you only need about $14 for that Lambo.
Okay. No. So listen.
14.
First off, 14 for a Hot Wheels is nuts. Let's establish that fact first, right? But
What about
let's also
$8?
nowadays?
let's also establish the fact
What about $8?
that at any given point in your life, you are only 26 hands of blackjack away from being a billionaire.
We're not talking about the statistical anomaly.
No,
I mean-
but if you hit the statistical anomaly,
It could be just one.
It could, yeah. If you have enough money, it could be just the one. Maybe you just rob a guy point blank. That'll get you there.
Sell the house, sell the kids, sell the car.
Is it
Walk into the
blackjack or
casino?
roulette?
no, it's blackjack. You are 26 hands of blackjack away from becoming a billionaire at any given time. If you hit 26 games of blackjack in a row where you just bet it all
36.
each time double. Oh, 36? Okay, same. Still, you just hit the statistical anomaly and you become a billionaire.
You know what? Let's learn how to count cards.
Yes!
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 My uncle is banned from multiple casinos across Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota for counting.
Okay. Dex, episode 100. We're live in Vegas.
Undercover
With what
camera
money?
and all.
Listen.
And we
episode-
count cards until we're caught.
We go
listen.
1, 2.
Make sure we do it out loud, just so they know.
Exactly.
Make
Yeah,
them
we just
aware.
Hey, dealer. Yeah, I'm counting. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want you to know, man.
Hold on, let me count the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 12 cards out right now, guys. We're good.
Exactly.
Yeah, double down.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Hit me.
I don't need.
Yeah.
I don't need to see the cards. Just hit me.
Sir, you're at 24. Hit me.
It'll eventually.
I'm going for broke.
Wait, it's just like Balatro. It'll eventually even out, and then you'll hit zero.
Hyper, did you not play in the competitive Balatro tournament last year?
I did not.
I did.
We're not. I don't know.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if Hyper was part of BPL when that happened.
No.
Or if Hyper is a part of BPL.
I used to be.
Also a good question. Okay, then maybe you know. That was a fun day. That was a really fun day.
Last time I played, maybe I shouldn't name drop. Is it okay to name drop? I'm gonna name drop.
You can name drop.
Last time I was involved with BPL was when Recurve was around.
Yo, I remember when I'm the reason that guy's banned. Literal, real fact.
I remember.
I destroyed Oreo Time, and then we caught him slurring on stream. We did it. I made an Orisa player ban him. Yeah. I'm fucking losing my mind.
That's why I love Dust and Gap so much, because I was, I can say that I beat Gap back then. So basically, I still hold the title over him because we haven't played since. So,
Hey,
that's true.
The three of us here are being Dilducks.
Yeah, we have. We've beaten the Dilducks.
Bro, I have a quick play screenshot of me killing Super TF 4 times.
I don't have my
Hunter,
screenshot anymore.
No, just go to your Twitter account and then just look up Dilducks on your own Twitter account. Yeah, so
I can look it up here on this thing. Can I find it?
The reason that came up is because we randomly entered a FaceIt weekend tournament and the Dilducks were in it. We all five of us load into the lobby and 3 members of the Dilducks load in. They're like, hey guys, yeah. The other 3 are hungover right now, so they're not gonna show up.
You know what? Can I say that I've beaten the Dilducks because I'm a content creator for Extinction, and we took the Dilduck spot?
I was gonna say,
you know what?
Yeah,
basically,
absolutely.
You get it.
I got my one. I had no hand in it. Didn't know it was happening, but I got my one.
It's like the SpongeBob episode where they're all Squidward and the realtor's in the house. It's just oh, is there any other Dilducks beaters I should know about? Gary's actually PGE.
I mean, my first time was for free.
For free?
For free?
Free 99?
For free?
Oh dear God! While I was at work today, I randomly clicked onto my Discord on my work laptop, and I accidentally clicked into, I believe it was League 0, and I shit you not, I think the last winner of League 0 was a Dilducks team before they really blew up about 4 years ago. Let me see if I can find it.
That's
yeah.
a throwback.
Wait,
here's
the fucking logo for it. I know it's the fucking Dilducks because you know how you can always tell it's a Dilducks team when it's a fucking rubber duck wearing a basketball jersey.
Yeah, that's just about does it.
There you go. It's on Discord.
Wait, now that LeBron's to the Sixers, have the Dilducks changed their jersey? Has anyone asked?
Right?
They have to.
The Dilducks are currently dead.
Yeah, that is true. I did find a duck lying on the street, struggling to breathe.
Yeah, Dylan.
Wait, struggling to breathe means it was breathing still, so you didn't find it dead. It was alive.
I finished it off.
They're
Obviously.
small birds.
Dinner.
Dinner. So we're just. Dinner. Wait, hold up. You got recipes?
Yeah, I got recipes.
No, I just put a little bit of salt, pepper, and
Y'all ever think about that fucked up recipe for goose, where they just fatten the goose up until it dies?
That's not goose.
Oh, is it duck?
It's pig, isn't it?
No, it's a different type of bird. I know what you're talking about because it's a delicacy. in like France, but you also have to eat it with a bag over your head because you don't want to have God watching
Yes, it's the humble New York pigeon. That's what the translation is. Yeah.
you. I don't know if I'd want to eat a New York pigeon.
Well, as long as you take the camera out first, you're fine.
What city do you think actually has the best pigeons?
New York, clearly. What are we saying? It has
No,
to
the
be
ones
New
in
York.
New York are gonna be full of rats and cigarette butts. It's gonna be
Okay, exactly. They're toughened criminals. Like if in a 1v1 fight, they're putting hands on people.
What?
I
what's
thought we were talking about tastiest.
Yeah, tastiest. What's the city in the Bahamas where every cruise ship docks?
I'd give it to like more like in Italy or like a Rome.
Fuck, we don't know any Italian people here. We can't ask them how their pigeons
I'm
are.
literally Italian.
You're not from Italy.
My fucking grandparents are.
Hyper, you're Italian.
Is this the Italian podcast?
I made chicken parmesan last night. Fuck you.
What the fuck are we going on about?
I put at least a little bit of garlic powder on my spaghetti.
I don't remember what I ate.
I had chicken nuggets tonight, so
Ooh, were they al dente?
they were half frozen.
Shit.
Hey, I ran out of food. Okay, I just
Are we
had
like
I'm not-
30 minutes into this intro?
we're
15.
about 16.
Oh, wow,
that's
it was
fine.
a
That's
record.
right. A podcast. Yeah.
If there's a regular listener to this podcast, they know this is pretty normal by this point.
True.
Maybe this one's gone on a little bit longer than normal, but
Fish pod.
they know that we're used to just going on tangents.
They're fun
We love
tangents.
tangents.
But everyone, welcome back to episode 73. We're now officially 17 minutes into the episode. Hope you enjoyed the first 17 minutes of this one, because that might honestly be the high point. So of this episode, a lot can change though.
Saying that's the high point is such an insult to Hyper. Just gonna
Ow,
point that out.
bro.
Just gonna
Wow.
listen. It's peaked. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, when I start talking too much about esports, it's just not gonna be good, I guess.
No, Mega will say something. We'll get off topic.
But, okay, you know what? I'm muted for the rest of the podcast. Have fun.
I just know something.
Speaking of that pyramid scheme.
Yeah. So if you can get three of your friends to get three of their friends to want to come on this podcast, after about 15 people that we get on, we'll have the entire world in here. Okay.
Whoa, and then maybe we'll make an ad rev.
No, then we just become a
Listen,
cult.
Listen, bro, just used to get the Patreon moving, you know? He gives away all of this pre-podcast content out for free when he could
Pre-podcast.
be... I'm just saying, man. You're leaving money on the table. You're turning dollars into pennies
The
over here.
Patreon is when we're at the casinos. All of that's on Patreon.
We're gonna live stream from the casinos with a GoFundMe link
GoFundMe.
right there. To fund.
I'm
that's
gonna walk around Vegas with my Cash App thing on my T-shirt.
Oh, that's $5 from I Have a Gun. Thank you so much for that donation. 5 on black, please.
I have a gun and a bomb.
Oh my god.
Oh dear God.
Well,
Okay, no.
Dex, there's no better way to start than
Yeah, we
now.
need to get going. We need to get going. Everyone, welcome back to episode 73 of For the Love of Prod. As always, I'm joined by Huntertain and Megalass, and our guest this week is Hyperman. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully, you've gotten a good idea of how this podcast runs.
Ready to go.
Yep. And before we get into everything right now, I want to give you the opportunity to kind of give a quick introduction of yourself. And basically with that, all I'm asking is for you to tell us what role or roles you do and what game or games that you work in.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm a content creator, so primarily stream, and specifically at the moment, content creator and caster as well for Extinction. and play mostly and cast as well Marvel Rivals and Overwatch.
And we'll talk more about Extinction a little bit later on, most likely. But a couple icebreaker questions. Granted, that's a really funny thing to be saying 20 minutes into the podcast. That we ask all of our guests here, and they're back-to-back questions. You'll probably be able to take a guess at what the second one is after I say what the second part is after I say what the first part is. But Hyper, we want to know what got you into esports, and more specifically, what got you into esports prod?
Into esports overall. I mean, I was maybe like 12 and I started playing Counter-Strike, and the second I learned that there was a competitive scene, I just locked in. Like I was bad, never made it anywhere, but the second I learned that esports was a thing and that I could compete and like put my emotions and mental state on the line, I was all in. And for prod, honestly, it's only been a give or take about a year ever since I joined Extinction, started having to do prod on my own. In a sense, with like streaming as a whole, I've been surrounded by it now. I've been streaming for around 9 years, give or take. So it's been kind of like aware and learning constantly, but just new to the actual like esports part of things.
When did you first get into like CS? Because I feel like there was the blow up in like, I want to say mid 2014, 2015. That's when I feel like I got into CS a little bit. Like, was it around that time or was it before then?
It was right before then. So it would have been 2013. So that was 9 years ago. Yeah, because I started streaming around that same time.
I don't want to ask this question, but how old are you?
I'm 22.
You started streaming at 13. So
Yeah.
Hyper,
Gotta get to the early bird breakfast.
Yeah, I gotta go to my AARP meeting. So this is an old person podcast, Hyper.
I've been told I'm an old soul and I never know how to take it. So,
well, you're the youngest soul here.
And no changing that.
You're the youngest soul here by years. Let me phrase it like that. Half a decade. More than half a decade.
That's nothing.
And in other news, GameStop is down bad.
GameStop's been down bad for 2 years.
Hey guys,
It'll come back up. It has to. If it doesn't, I'm not having
Dude, fuck
problems.
GameStop. We talked about this last week. We're pumping and dumping Jack in the Box.
no, but listen, they posted a thing that just says stop beating it.
Speaking of pumping
Well-
and dumping, Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually have anywhere to go with that.
Continue?
I just wanted.
Finish the thought.
You know what?
Let's talk
If I
about
did-
hottest fast food mascots. Jack in the Box guy.
Number 2.
No,
Burger
Who's
King
number
number one.
one?
Who's
Burger
number
King.
one?
Mega,
Who's
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest here. If you had actually bought Jack in the Box stock after last week's episode, you would have been making money.
Holy!
What do you mean? I knew I was making money. What do you mean?
So we recorded, our last episode was recorded on July 26th. This is from July 28th right here. Right? It's about right there, $16. It's almost $17. So, a $1
Yeah,
increase.
but look at that spike. That's when I sold.
I gotta check my portfolio. Holy! I got all the major fast food companies, of course. Obviously, who doesn't? Oof.
Oof, that's one day. Let's look
coming
at
back
1
up.
month.
We are out of money. We are bankrupt.
Dear
GG.
fucking God. What the
We
fuck
done
happened?
been bankrupt.
What happened to Jack in the Box?
No, this is GameStop.
Those game skins.
Oh no!
This is a month. What the fuck happened?
That's
could it, the PS5?
I was gonna say,
This could look
unironically,
good.
that probably was just the announcement of Disc List.
No, it
Another
definitely happened
Steam sale.
before July 31st. I think
Alright.
this is the thing here of discless. So like, no, I don't remember when that was.
So apparently, one of the major reasons is that there was a debt exchange. They announced a private agreement to exchange about 1.4 billion of its outstanding zero coupon convertible senior notes due in 2030 and 2032 for newly issued Class A common stock. What?
They're gonna go bankrupt.
I don't know what that means, but like it's
They're gonna-
bad.
Should have.
They're gonna go Chapter 7 or Chapter 11. I forget which one it is. Like they still maintain like assets.
Is it? Is not Chapter 11?
I know there's Chapter 7, Chapter 11.
I think it's 11. It could be 13 as well.
What the fuck is Chapter 13 bankruptcy?
I mean,
find out.
I like First Corinthians or something.
So there is a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. It's also called a wage earners plan. Interesting.
Chapter 19 bankruptcy is just, hey, we're gonna fucking kill you, okay?
There's a 15. What's the 15? I don't even know what this word is. Sorry.
Ronald McDonald runs through the door, breaking the glass.
Chapter 21 is your mother just comes in and says, you've sucked this, leave. Disowned from the family, you're out of the will.
You're done. It's over. Yeah, apparently, bankruptcy is a hell of a thing.
Yeah,
Whatever you do, don't get to Chapter 34.
Chapter 34.
Don't get up there. That's the
okay, moving on. Moving the fuck on. What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, Grimace in a chapter.
Don't make me go get the Grimace car. Don't make me go get the Grimace car. It's hiding over there, but it's right fucking
don't
there.
do it.
I'll go get
You
the
don't want
Grimace
it
car.
right there. I want to live.
I'll go get the Grimace car. It's fucking right there. Okay.
Grimace Mobile?
Okay. Yeah, fine. Grimace Mobile.
When
Is that like the Wiener Mobile?
probably not, but like you'll see it for yourself.
I have a Wiener whistle. Oh, Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sir. I saw the hat and I was gonna ask about it. Hell yeah. I've
it's
got
Grimace.
so many of those.
It's also like one of the, I think, special finishes. Like, I forget what the fuck they call it because it's very reflective. But it is Grimace.
Good for him. He deserves it. He slowly eases out. Hi, Zay. Have you met Zay, Hyper? You've met Zay before, haven't you?
I have not. I don't think so.
Really? Zay's made like one appearance on the Frenzy, like post and pre-production. Yeah, that's Zay. That is a French, and yeah, the pop filter. Always the pop filter.
Is there paw stuck on the? Okay, I think she just wants to be let down. Yeah, but okay, let's move on to the second part of the question. So we know what got you in.
Yeah, yep.
Nope.
Grimace.
Hi, girl.
Grimace got me into esports. Yeah.
Grimace got you in, unlike the Shake, which takes you out. He got you in. That was such a weird fucking trend. And even, I think, even weirder that McDonald's kind of acknowledged it.
Oh my god.
You know what? Yeah, we gotta hop on the trend. What's the trend? Our milkshake kills people. All right. But so we know what got you in. What keeps you coming back to esports? And esports prod. Forgot about
that's yeah, I guess that one's kind of important. I don't know. I've never thought about that. I've never had that asked to me. Honestly, it's the competitiveness within me, but also just the passion of seeing other people's competitiveness and passion. Like you're putting your everything on the line, And it's not like WWE where you get CTE. It's instead where you get just like depression, like I did, and then
I was gonna say Hunter's gonna get the belt.
The other belt.
But I think what keeps me coming back is just like maybe I'll get distance from it. Like I think specifically back to I went to my first ever like LAN event, an esports event. It was DreamHack Atlanta last October. It was for the Marvel Rivals Ignite International, and that was my first ever time actually going to an esports event, and I was kind of falling off the esports wagon just a little bit. Things had gotten kind of stale for me. It had been a very long time since I competed in anything, and that just like threw me right back into it. Like I'm very much so like an introverted person in real life, but I was the loudest person in that stadium, and the camera panned to me an uncertain amount of an odd amount of times. That's how I got that cool little bag though. One of the casters threw it to me after the event, which was cool. But either way, I just getting to see the players and see how personal it all was. I mean, this is like they have made this their life, and I think it really helped that I'm so involved with the scene, with the players, whether it be Rivals uh, or Overwatch. I mean, like one of the little on my little trinket wall back here, I took with me a Finzi Overwatch League Season 1 trading card. And it's so old that you flip it over, there's supposed to be stats on it. It all just is crossed out because there was no stats for him because he hadn't played a single map. So he ended up winning the major, and I was able to essentially like scoot my way with the help of like knowing some people that were running the event, and got him to sign the card. And it's stuff like that. And then on the other side of things, one of my friends, acquaintances, I wouldn't go Debit, I think is a pretty well-known guy. He was at the time the manager for Navi, and they were the ones who came second, and got to meet all the Navi players, got to hang out with Debit and a lot of the just random players that I would just walk by in the hotel. Like, and it just recaptivated my love and my passion for esports and what esports really meant to me, which is just at the end of the day, as goofy and silly as it might be, cliche rather, the people, like just seeing the people, being around the people involved with it, how passionate, how competitive, how all or nothing it is. It's very, very endearing, very volatile and scary in that way, but very, very passionate and very hopeful.
Yeah. And like I can attest to going to events like that and having it like kind of rejuvenate some passion. Like I went to the final over Owl LAN in Toronto, and then the first OWCS LAN and the first OWCS World Finals, and the first OWCS LAN in Dallas and first OWCS LAN in Stockholm. And it's like I went to those events, I met a whole bunch of people, a lot of people that I worked with in a lot of the community leagues, and it was just like I want to keep having this feeling time after time after time again, and it always like sparks on like I want to work harder to make sure like I'm still talking to these people, and there's still like if I go to an event like this, that there'll be someone there that I know, and it's like, hey, we're all here for one good reason, for this reason, but it's like there's more than just why we're here.
It's so odd because there will be, especially when you're younger, it'll be the push for doing sports. Like for me, it was like the sport I went to for whatever reason that because my parents just had to have me in a sport was wrestling. And then in middle school, it was like the second day of practice, tryouts even, I got a concussion. and can't really wrestle when you get a concussion.
Mhm.
So they were finally like, you know what? Yeah, you don't have to do a sport. And so I was able to play more Counter-Strike. And that eventually led me to playing Overwatch, which led me to where I am now. And so it's the similarities to sports, whether it be football, soccer, American soccer, whatever, it it's too similar in my opinion. People make it out to be very different things, but the passion is equally there for both the participants and the watchers.
Yeah, like every time I have to explain to my parents like how big esports are, and like it's hard to kind of say like, hey, like watch Overwatch LAN event where you can kind of tell the crowd's not that big, but if you watch like CS lands, especially CS lands, and I would say Rocket League, League of Legends in there as well, where they fill like arenas. It's like this is why it's like so similar to just traditional sports because you're getting a lot of fans in there. It's like there's still so much passion in it, and it's like the players are still practicing this much and doing all this other stuff that you would normally see like a traditional sports player do. Like, hey, how often do you think LeBron practices for in a day? Is it 4 hours? Is it 6 hours? Is it something like that? It's like esport players are putting in the same amount, maybe more, but the only stigma that's with it is like, hey, you're playing a video game. Like that's the only downside to it. There's that stigma. I think here, at least NA, in the NA region, I think in other regions, it's just like, I think by a certain age, you're not going to go professional in some sports, so they're okay with you playing, or they're not okay, but they understand playing video games a little bit more.
I think that the stigma has definitely changed in other regions, especially. I would say, especially Asia, and oddly enough, I would say like the majority of Europe as well in that kind of aspect, as well as South America. Is something is South American Counter-Strike is like insane. It is. I mean, same goes with like Europe. It's like that is almost more sought after than your traditional sports now. And of course, something like the World Cup will still get the viewership, but in terms of, I think the longevity, sure, the World Cup might be there, but the esports is always going to be the accessible one. It's you can sit down on your couch and play it with your family, like Rocket League. You can you can't pause an online game, but like you can play it with with other people, with friends, with family. So I think that's something that sticks out, and that's why it's continued to grow so much. I mean, COVID, I think, is just a perfect example of that.
Yeah, there's the interesting thing because we've had people who've worked in the esports industry during COVID, and they talked about like how they understood like, hey, this was the golden era for esports, or like a time that you want to be in esports, because if you were in it at that time, it was making a lot of money. Everyone involved was making a lot of was getting paid decently well. Now COVID's over, everything's kind of getting back to normal, and I feel like esports is kind of entering that, like, if you're looking at like a wave, you're kind of in the bottom of that wave right now, and we're figuring out, are we gonna plateau and just kind of stay there, or are we going back up? I think esports is slowly going back up. I think you're seeing, and like I'll look at OWCS this year. You're seeing record numbers for viewership on OWCS. You're seeing, I'm looking at other esports, you're seeing record numbers since COVID era for other esports. So I think you're slowly starting to see it go back up, which is a really good thing for just esports in general. Just getting more eyes on it means it's the longevity of it all as well. And I mean, Hunter and Mega will probably attest to it as well. Like, especially for us doing the community league stuff a lot of the time, like we've seen, the same wave, like, hey, good viewership, bad viewership in those community leagues. Right now, it's kind of, I think, slowly going back up again. It's like, I think it's a year-to-year thing. There will be bad years and there'll be good years. I think we're slowly getting back into what will be, from June of this year to June of next year, a good year of viewership with like community stuff.
I think it's very, I mean, in that aspect, it's very much so the trickle down effect. Like you're gonna like the higher the viewership is and the highest tier of play, that's going to get people interested in watching more play, whether it be getting like involved with themselves or simply just to watch people who could be better than them, or maybe trying to learn. Like for me, that the pull of watching like something like Overwatch League when it started was I didn't watch it until like halfway through the first season because I didn't care about getting better. The second like a twig snapped in my brain, I was like, I gotta get better at this video game. I started watching every match, VOD reviewing, like just like hard in the paint, and people won't do that. That's not normal. But what I think a huge aspect is storylines, and storylines need time, and time isn't something that esports has had.
And I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right with that. And I mean, it's like what we like. We'll look at face. Holy shit! We'll look at FaceIt League right now, and we'll look at some of the storylines that are there throughout this entire season. And like you said, it's a short season. It's only been 6 weeks, but there are storylines. However, you have the overarching storylines in professional esports as well. Like I forget. There was always like you had I think the biggest one was, at least that I can kind of always point back to, was Carpe finishing second in so many different tournaments, whether it be Overwatch and then eventually it became Valorant as well, where it was like, dear God, he's gonna finish second again, isn't he? And it was like this thing when T1 finally won a major event. It's like Carpe finally won. He didn't play, but he was finally on a team that won a major. Like a storyline that spanned 2 games and 5 years. Like the payoffs for some storylines are incredible, and it's like I'll let Hunter and Mega talk about it a little bit as well. Like it's one thing that in those community leagues as well, like you can, like if you're talking to the players or if you're casting a team enough, you could build a storyline. Essentially, without ever having communicating with the players, you can build it because you've been able to follow the team enough to know when they're at their low and when they're at their high, and it's so rewarding when it pays off.
Yeah, because I mean, to be fair, it's easy enough to tune in as many teams as there are between like CGL and BPL. It's also great that we have 2 websites that work pretty well in terms of being able to keep up with every little thing that's going on, including, thankfully, as of recent times, the codes going up as well. So if you really want to know what's going on, you can go back and look at those codes or watch VODs from the previous games. And you can do that with the highest level as well. That is, if they ever release the codes. They still haven't been released for Mid-Season Championship yet. Fingers crossed.
Patch on Tuesday.
But yeah, legitimately, it's becoming a little too late. Please. No, but it's a situation where you can build a story there. Like I think maybe the biggest story for like the longest time was Dex, help me with the team name. It was not MME, it's the other team. I can't remember what they're called. It was like ATX, something like that.
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember.
You're asking the person who sucks with names to try to remember a name. Mega, do you remember?
Do you make it?
Which name?
Because there was 2 teams. One was called like MME, and the other one was like ATX. This is like,
oh, you're talking old CGL.
I'm talking relatively old CGL, yeah. But they were like big orgs that were quote unquote like teams that were around.
Yeah, no,
for
I remember MME, but and then the other one there was AT. There was also that one org that like changed names 19 million times.
Yeah,
where it was like the same team, but they just kept changing their name, and it was pissing me off.
Yeah, but it was the story that like this team that came close like time after time after time again. After I think like their 3rd or 4th like final they got to, they finally won it, and it was this moment of like catharsis because it was still a lot of the people that had been there since the first time they did that. So for the average person like watching, it might not mean much, but then we get to describe like, hey, these guys have been at it for such a long time, and now they've actually done it. When we have this in the competitive scene of the highest tier of Overwatch, we have someone like Knife, who 3 years ago was getting shit stomped on the Vegas Eternal, and now he's the mid-season champion, one of the best players in the world right now. It's crazy what can change in a couple of years.
Yeah, like there's Overwatch history. Like it's one of those things. Every time I think about Overwatch history, I'm just like, it's crazy. It's just crazy to think about.
It's
Like,
rough
yeah,
because it's been so volatile as
Mm.
well. So unkept and dirty in terms of in terms of you know like how it's run, but
Mhm.
also just the fundamentals being laid down incorrectly, I think. And that's never a good kickoff for an esport. But I think it's you had mentioned earlier, Dex, about that COVID was kind of a golden age.
Yeah.
For me, I I just think it was a high. I think we're entering a golden age now.
Mm.
I think we're starting to enter into a time where a outside source like something like a virus that keeps everyone inside isn't needed for money and viewership to be coming in. And I think that's where things start to get interesting. That's where longevity starts to set in. That's where, these storylines start to develop and people start to care, is when it becomes a part of daily normal life, not an abnormal, I'm stuck at home, I need something to do, so I'll watch this. And then COVID ends, you stop watching it, you go do whatever. Like I think it's what stuck around and what's being built off of what stuck around. I think that's producing these higher highs.
Yeah. No, I think you're right about that as well. Like I said, I believe we're seeing esports viewership across the board go up. So we're entering another. It might be golden age, or it might just be the slow rise of everything just picking back up momentum. Because I think, especially after COVID, I think it was more looked as like esports, especially I think here in North America, was looked as like it went back to that old stigma of you don't want to be the person in your in your parents' basement playing video games all day. I think now it's starting to become a little bit more accepted again. Especially, I think the rise of collegiate esports is really helping that out because parents here, oh, my kid can get a scholarship for playing that. Fuck it. Fuck it. Go ahead.
That is crazy nowadays. Is there are kids that can make their way through college through esports? I mean, there are people that legit like didn't compete in the big scene anymore of like Overwatch League or WCS because it's like, hey, the school over here is willing to pay my tuition to come and play like varsity Overwatch for them. Like Dante was like the original case for a while.
Dante,
He's like,
Rack,
hey,
Kaluge.
Rack, Rack was another big example.
I miss
But
Rack. He's
I
not
miss
dead,
Rack
and he's
too.
not. It's not like he's
He's
gone.
not- he's not dead.
He's not dead. He's not. It's not like he's gone from the scene anyway. He's just co-streaming, but I miss him playing.
Miss that guy, man. What a personality.
You know, sometimes I still watch his streams.
So yeah, I watch his VODs and just
Yeah, he dropped in once, didn't he? Am I remembering? What was it? Rack who dropped in?
Yeah, he rated you.
Yeah,
He rated
yeah,
you during. He rated you during the fucking conference cups.
Oh god, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was like, oh my god, hi. I'm not. I'll go on a tangent if I start talking about that stuff, but that is cool to be like, all right, he still has like an ear by the community, and I'm happy there are some like bigger names that still do that because it's. I imagine being that high up, I think it could probably be easy to forget about what's going on below. If that makes sense.
Well, you have to remember it was a couple seasons ago in FaceIt League that at the start of the season they put him as one of the featured co-streamers.
That is true. That they had. You're right. They did. They did do that.
He didn't stream it at all, but hey, he was. They still looked at him as someone who would get more eyes on FaceIt League. But go ahead, Hunter.
No, I didn't really have much of a closing point on that one, but
I was gonna say, but speaking of FaceIt League here right now, and we'll get into it a little bit after this next topic here. But Hyper, I want to talk about Extinction here right now. You're a co-streamer for their Overwatch team. You're a content creator as well. How did that all come about here for you?
So I kind of made the decision roughly a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago now, of like, okay, I need to I need to come to a conclusion. Do I want to pursue streaming? Do I want to pursue content creation? Or do I want it just to be a fun thing that I do on the side? And I was like, I want to do it. I love doing it. I want to pursue it. I want to go all in. So I started just networking more, talking to people more, streaming more, planning things out, and I met people like Chase, who he was the owner of Timeless, or is the owner of Timeless, and has done so much for uh, not just tier 2 and tier 3 Overwatch, but has had a lot of involvement in tier 1 Overwatch as well. And it just kind of was able to not utilize him. That's a very poor choice of words, but just met really awesome people like him. And then because you sometimes you just know the right people at the right time, they're able to kind of put in a good word for you. And that's kind of what happened with Extinction, honestly. Is, if I'm being frank, with especially at the time of I would say my lack of viewership, my lack of numbers, there's no there was no gain for Extinction to take me on. Like there was no reason. There was like they could have gone to anybody else who already had like a foot in the door. But Sarah and Zach as well, they both took a chance on me, and I would say so far, at least, it's paying off. But that really got me back involved with Overwatch esports. So things with being able to cast FaceIt League, like you had brought up, to have a hand in OWCS, to be able to do community nights and hugs with the community. It's so refreshing to be a part of all that again.
Yeah, and I mean, Extinction has always, in my opinion, always been looked at as one of those orgs that, like you said, very big in T2, very big in T3. And I mean, hell, for stage 1, they were a part of OWCS, but won't talk about that at all. Luckily, that team was able to stay in OWCS. They eventually became the Cafe this past stage, and we'll figure out whether or not they stay in here momentarily as well. But Extinction could see themselves back in OWCS here soon as well. They're been a really good team, and I think you would have been really mad at us last week on the frenzy.
I heard rumors.
We all picked Dark Mode to beat them.
Yeah, and then Parker took the brunt of the attack, just straight up. Only one who got clipped properly. Got straight called out.
I think it's funnier because Mod didn't even give an explanation. He just said, "Yes, it can be 3-0 Dark Mode." They only went after Parker because he gave some sort of explanation.
That's part of the reason why I love stuff like the frenzy so much, though. Like you guys have given the community something to look at, that not only I think sums some things up, but gives specific storylines to look at week by week. So things like that Dark Mode versus Extinction game. Like, I mean, yeah, I was casting it, I was there, but like I don't think I would have put that much forethought into it if I didn't, or also like post thought, I guess, into it, if it wasn't for what you guys were able to talk about and bringing kind of light to that kind of game.
Yeah, and like that's one thing, like with the frenzy, with the Preds that you've been a part of this entire season. Thank you so much for that. I gotta talk to you something about that after the podcast as well here. But it's like it's a thing that we're trying to do to just garner more. Like, I don't know if support's the right word for T2, but at least make it feel a little bit more. I don't think legitimize it is the right word either.
Bridging the gap.
Yeah, like we're trying to, because if again, we give Bullskunk a lot of praise because he deserves it for doing what he did for T2 for the longest time. But there's a whole bunch of other people covering FaceIt League now as well, all levels of it. Like you have Mott, you have Parker, who will go down to Expert, Advanced, and Open Tier. We have Rain, who has her Advanced team with Exile. And you see all these other co-streamers covering FaceIt League. Frenzy is, and I think Hunter will probably describe it a little bit better than me, it's supposed to be like that college game day-esque show where we come on, we try to lay out what we know, what's going on, and if people watch, they understand what's going on a little bit more, maybe than just, you know, watching the one occasional or the couple occasional co-streams a week, which is something really fun. And I'll let Hunter maybe explain it a little bit better because it's his show.
And the Frenzy was put together pretty much for that purpose of not just like getting more eyes on it, but giving a place where we can kind of talk about it a lot more. Because it's already one thing today. I could just go on Twitter and say, "Oh my God, Extinction won this big game against Explode. Oh my God, big game, top 2." But it's fun to be able to be around a group of people that can actively talk about it a lot more. And I think that creates more engaging conversations. It helps with just engagement in general. If last week's is any example of us absolutely making the wrong call and getting very publicly called out for it, which is the funniest thing that's happened so far. I want more of that. If we are wrong, shout us out, man. Make sure everyone knows we were wrong. That's fine.
Bury us. Make us the butt of the joke. Like that's to all orgs. If we pred you wrong, fucking make fun of us. We love that. We honestly want it. That's what we want to see happen because it's just getting more eyes on everything.
Yeah, and that's what we want more than anything else is for more eyes on us. Because let's call it as this. This is our tier 2 scene. This is our level just below OWCS, where the best teams in the world are playing against each other. That's big, and it should be bigger. And I don't think this is a hot take or a controversial opinion. Probably doesn't get advertised as much as it should be. It comes down to sometimes people like us to be like, hey, we're going to put out and do what we can to get more eyes on it. It may just be a few people, but that's still an extra people that'll come back consistently to anyone's stream, whether it is Bull Skunk, whether it's ours or yours, whether it's Parker, whether it's Mega Ninja, Ma, Joker, everybody who's doing it, because there is a lot of people that are going to be doing some absolute work the next couple of weeks. But I mean, all that it's for is just to be a part of that and help with that process, because like we do this because we care about it. If we were here for money, we wouldn't be here. Trust me, this is all about passion.
We broke and homeless.
Broke and homeless. I'd be sitting out with like a BlackBerry pointed at me. I'm like, yeah, guys, it's over. GG's. I'm not making it back.
No, and like one other thing, especially with this, I'll talk about like, especially when we look at the featured co-streamers, which Hyper, congrats on being one as well. But you look at the difference from last year to this, or last season to this season. Last season there was 14 featured co-streamers. This season there's 34.
Now, I will say,
should be 35.
I love that it should be more as well, but I mean, same as last season. I was like not trying to place blame, trying to throw shade, anything like that. But there were a lot of people, including myself, that were just ghosted. Signed up for it, and then just. And granted, at the time, I was still very new. Hadn't done a full season of casting yet, or involvement really in the scene. But I like that it seems like FaceIt is kind of taking that step, making that decision to, because it's not a very risky one because of how kind of loosely related like a co-streamer, a caster, a community caster is to FaceIt directly. So I like, it feels like a very easy decision to me, that if someone wants to do it, if they've shown interest and at least even a little bit of consistency, run it. Like, get them in.
Yeah. Like, and I think you said it right. Like last season with only being 14, and like there were a lot of people that when that was announced last season were saying like you said, you were ghosted. A lot of people are saying like, hey, where's this person? Where's this person? Where's this person? They've been covering our team, or they've been covering a lot this entire season, and it really felt too selective last season. Like, I think maybe the only reason me and Hunter got it last season is because we had the season before, and they added like 1 or 2 people last season. I love this season because, like you said, it opens it up to a lot more people. And yes, there should be more people in this. Like I can name one person who's not in there right now. Like, where's Parker? He might have forgot to submit the form, but he should still be in this because the dude pulls in, like, on a bad night, the dude's pulling in 75 viewers for an expert game, which is insane. But it's also just cool to see all these names here because they're brand new. Like, and you have 2 orgs with Apollo and Elemental here. I like that we're getting more French people in here because you have Fefe. I know Boomstocks is in here somewhere. And then a whole bunch of other ones. Like, we know MBTX or Maverick. That's one of the South American Portuguese speaking co-streamers right there. And I believe there's one other Portuguese speaker in here, which is a brand new one as well. It's cool to see just to grow this season. And I mean, especially with you working so closely with Extinction, I mean, it's going to only help you out. It's going to help Extinction out as well. And like you said, it doesn't hurt anyone at all to have this. The 250K points, though, might go a little bit fast with this many people.
To be fair, it's better that than last time where they all kind of hit near the end.
Wait, how many points did I farm last season?
You farmed like thousands of points.
Yeah, I farmed 17,000 FaceIt points.
Bro can
there was a fucking bug where it wouldn't actually give it out to anyone, but for some reason about 4 times a day it was like, hey, congrats, you got 500 points. And I was just like, okay, why am I getting this?
Oh my god.
It's a good change of pace for it to be more open. You had mentioned, speaking of open, you had mentioned like the multi-level, the multi-division kind of casting. And for me, this is my first season getting into that. Like, I'm still new overall. I would say newer to the FaceIt League scene, especially. You know, season 7, like the end of season 7, I think was my first time casting, and it was only Extinction. Season 8, it was only Extinction and a little bit of one of my friends' team in like open. And now it's Extinction and Extinction's like umbrella teams of Project Lazarus, which are in open, advanced, and expert. And I jump around as much as I can and cover as much as I can, but there's only so much time in the day. You know, I've resorted to casting replay codes and doing multiple casts in a day, and you know, love it. But at the same time, it's the scheduling aspect is kind of rough. And I do want to, you know, since if you don't mind, since I have a little bit of a platform to yap about it.
Yeah.
The scheduling between FaceIt, Master Division, promo rels really pisses me off. You're giving essentially 2 weeks of very, very, very intensive playoffs, and then actually 1 week for Master Division.
Yeah.
Directly the next day into OWCS promotion relegations. Like, you tell anyone, yeah, you're gonna go from collegiate, you're gonna go from college football, and you're gonna have to tryouts, not just tryouts. You're actually gonna, you know what? We're gonna put you on the Eagles, and if you don't score a touchdown, you're just like, excuse the crassness, fuck you. Like, it really pisses me off because it doesn't give these OWCS teams. They've had months. If they've fallen into promo rels, they've had months to change a roster. Yeah, to change a roster, work on strategy, adapt on meta, just sit watch and practice. These Master Division teams, because of things like FaceIt being so public, you can watch these teams like a hawk. The two teams that will make it, you bet your sweet bippy that these two OWCS teams are going to be locked in, at least somebody writing a scouting report on every single playoff games for the two teams that make it. Like, and I mean, just like we saw last promo rels, it's gonna be like, I don't want to sound rude or harsh, but it's just gonna be boring. Like, it's gonna be readable. There's nothing enjoyable about watching a lower team get stomped by a team that's expecting to stomp them. Like, I love the idea behind it, but the timing and the lack of heart that's put into the actual kind of change off, the exchange between that tier 2 and tier 1 experience that I think so many people were looking forward to with it leaving franchising, going into OWCS, like that feels very, it's continued to be mishandled, and it peeves me quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's also the whole thing of OWCS going from 8 teams down to 6 teams, where, I mean, especially, it's unfortunate that it's 6 teams because, like we've already highlighted, this has been a great year for viewership. You could have still had 8 teams. Hell, you could have added teams this season, honestly, and I hope they add teams back. But, like, yeah, like last season, like you talked about it there a little bit. The teams that were in the grand finals for Masters League or Masters tier, they played in the promotion relegation games the next day, and they did not look good. I believe only one that was actually able to take a map off of one of the teams. Outside of that, the only one that actually won a game was just the lower bracket game against the other Masters team.
Yeah. So I looked up this because we talked about this somewhat recently, but any match that was a combination of like Disguised and Extinction versus Dildux and Kitsugi, any mix up of that was 3-0 for the OWCS teams. It just wasn't particularly close.
It's the thing where I hope it's different this time, because the unfortunate thing is, like, we're kind of back in that same setting where we were last season with Dildux being in OWCS, and I was like, we know they're not going to do shit in OWCS, but we know they can beat the Masters League teams. So, like, it's not fun. Like, nothing against the Dildux players and the coaching staff there, but it was like going into the stage 2, going into stage 3 promotion relegation games was like, I hope they lose. I just want to see a new team. I want to see a new team so badly.
Yeah, it very much so. It, again, respect. I mean, because half the Extinction roster is those deluxe players, and I have a lot of respect for them. But
I know, don't hate me for that. What I just said.
But part of it is definitely like I want to see competitiveness throughout a region of OWCS. You see that in Asia, I think, or more specifically Korea. A perfect representation of like, okay, this team beat that team, but team A beat team C, but team C beat team B, but team B beat team C, and like that back and forth, and then it comes down to the playoffs where it's incredibly close, and then it comes down to the international stage, and it's still close. Like, people want more of that, but the majority of the viewership comes from the US. So something like Korea won't get as much viewership. So you won't get as much kind of love and attention, because we're not getting like the good old fashioned Overwatch League highlights of matches. You're not going to get those in OWCS really at all, but definitely not like Master Division. Like that's, no one has the time or money to be able to put into that kind of thing.
And Hunter can attest to this, because I talked to him about an idea I had for, was like, I'm going to try to, like, I had an idea before this Masters season starts, like, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to get 1 or 2 highlights from every game and try to break everything down in 4 minutes and just call it like, you haven't seen me do it yet. I'm not doing it. it's in fucking it's too much. It's too much time to have to go through it and for a small payoff, it's not worth it. But it's like I kind of sat there saying like I would have to sit there probably for 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours after every day of games and have to go back through every individual map looking for those highlights. And it just wouldn't be fun. And then you have to edit it down, write a script, edit it down, make sure everything kind of flows good. It's like, I would love recaps. Recaps would be fun. Highlights would be fun. It's just the 4-minute time constraint might have been the biggest problem for me there. But like, if
now I have a background in coaching for a couple of years and being a player as well, and so I love breaking down, like, co-streaming OWCS midseason championship. It was so much fun for me because I'm like sitting here like pen and paper taking notes, like, and not for anything, just because I'm like, oh, that play was so interesting, that setup, this composition, the way they played this, and then I take that to FaceIt. In the matches I'll cast, I will very often on stream, even matches I don't cast that I hear that are pretty good, I'll go into those replay codes because they're available, and I have a fun 2-hour stream where I watch 2 maps because I take so long talking and breaking down like every fight. And the coaching and analytical brain in me loves that. And it's, it maybe sometimes it doesn't do well, sometimes it does, but I'm having fun doing it. And I think that's everyone participating in essentially FaceIt division and lower tiers. That's why we're here. We're not, like you said, we're not getting paid. I'd be making calls on a BlackBerry, like you said, Hunter, if I tried to do this full time right now. Like, it's I talked a little bit before about $57 6-month Twitch paycheck. It's obviously not for the money. I just love doing it. Would I love to do it for the money? Yeah. Obviously, I can't, I would love to do this full time, but that's not right now. That's not the reality, and the path is very unclear. And kind of bringing it back around to stuff like the timings of promo relegations, it's very shall I say, like, disrespectful and irresponsible from FaceIt to have the scheduling the way it is. You have to respect the timing of OWCS and when it starts and stops, but like, if we're being so for real, there are so many other changes. There's so many other changes, not just the dates that can be done. I mean, adding like the intermediate tier. I'm interested to see how that'll work. I'll leave it there. I don't necessarily see that that's gonna fix anything though. Like, the problems that FaceIt League has, I don't think lie within the notion of how the divisions work.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like, because I haven't covered enough of expert or lower than that, it's like I'm not gonna have an opinion on it. It's because I haven't been paying attention to those lower divisions. And will this help? Maybe. I think Parker would probably be the better person to talk about it with. If it's a good thing or a bad thing, time will tell with it here. But like, one big through point that we've had on a lot of the podcasts this year is like, this is a contract year for ESL and Blizzard with Overwatch Esports. I'm pretty sure that when they announced it, it was a 3-year deal. This is year 3. So it's like,
it still hasn't been renewed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, especially with how good it's doing this year, it all does kind of trend towards, hey, maybe it gets renewed. You would have loved to have heard some news about it.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
go ahead.
To be fair, I still think no news right now is still kind of good news, because here's the thing. before OW or Overwatch League was even done, everyone knew, hey, yeah, like there was no official word, but we're like, yeah, this is gonna be it, because we just knew it was writing on the wall. Nobody questioned it that eventually it was going to end, and a couple months later, it was properly ended. At this point, I haven't heard like an inkling of like, yeah, it's definitely not happening. I haven't heard anything of like, yeah, it definitely is. But I do think a no news is good news situation does apply right now. But there will be a point where it's like, it's like it's October. Do we have any word of what's going on? And to be fair, I feel like after the numbers we just had for the mid-season championship, maybe it feels warranted to stay on. You know,
maybe, but fuck, I lost my track of thought with it. Shit. I don't know. I just hope, like, there's a lot of stuff FaceIt could change. There's a lot of stuff that OWCS could change. Hopefully it does change, because I think the feedback this year is, well, the games have been great. We want more games. Having 3 weeks of games is not fun. And then going a month between lands, and then, like, here with relegation happens a week from today. Or promotion relegation happens a week from today in Masters tier. Then it's a month between that and the start of the OWCS stage 3. Like, it's so out of proportion or out of whack. But to get away from FaceIt here a little bit right now, and onto another topic, Hyper, you talked about doing content creation as well, and I feel like that's such a unique thing here, because you see a lot of co-streamers who try doing content creation on the side. I have now joined that group. Like, you've seen Bullskunk in the past do content creation. I think they still do some. Parker has now trying his hand at it. I know Hunter's been getting something ready for a little bit here.
I've been working on like 2 things for like ages, and I need to like double down on them. And it's been tough recently, but I think like the next weekend I'm gonna have the means to put it all together and actually put it in a public space.
But with you and your content creation here, like, it's always interesting to look at, you know, someone who casts and does content creation to say, like, what are you really looking for? But when it comes to you and content creation, like, what are you trying to get out there with your stuff?
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, something that I talk about on stream many, many, many times. I mean, even at the end of every stream, I say it, is take care of yourself, drink some water. It genuinely, I've struggled for a very long time with things like depression, anxiety, very just very, very dark thoughts, and it's not fun. As a matter of fact, it's no one deserves to go through it. No one should go through it. And my ideology is genuinely just, if I can make somebody's day even the smallest bit better, if I get one laugh, if I can distract them for 5 seconds of what's going on, then that's a good stream. That is a good thing that I have done. I've succeeded.
Yeah, no, I completely understand, and honestly, I'm the same way. Like, whenever I do my streams and stuff, it's just like, you know, there's a lot going on in everybody's life. If you can focus and forget about everything, awesome. Like, that's like, it's a weird thing, because like like, I've been doing a lot more stuff this year, whether it be FaceIt League, whether it be the podcast, whether it be doing and starting one more round, the predictions, everything like that. It's like, I kind of realize, like, I'm doing all this stuff because I'm trying to basically forget something that's going on in my personal life, which, I mean, like, I'll say it here. I'm trying to not think about my dad's cancer right now. So I'm trying to do so much other stuff to forget about that. And basically, because it's been a great thing for that, because it's like, hey, when I'm casting, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about what I'm watching. So it's a release, and it's always a really fun thing. And I imagine Hunter can say the same thing. Like, bad day at work, he's like tired, a FaceIt League cast, or hell, just a cast in general. It becomes this big thing of like, it's letting everything else go and just focusing in on this, and you're just having a lot of fun with it.
That is something that I take a bit of pride in. Is I see the likes of Bullskunk, you too. There are like many people who when they're casting, they are genuinely professional. When I like in verbiage, in vocabulary, in the way they speak. I am purposely not that way. If you've ever watched one of my casts, I am very informal, very unprofessional. Now it's not like I'm like bad mouthing people or like being upright disrespectful, but I am I purposely lean into jokes. I stutter. I'm gonna lean into that. I I I turn into white boy baby no money every now and again, and like I I I just like I try to be different, but not the like I'm different. I'm not that kind, like not
Mhm.
that way, but like just the something for someone who maybe still wants, because I do still, I lock in, as does I think everybody here.
Mhm.
For the majority of it, I'm locked in. I'm casting. I'm doing it. But that's, I think, part of I do I do collaborations and casts with other people every now and again. But that's one of the things I like about doing everything alone, is I can pace everything and set up a bit multiple maps in advance. And I sometimes have done that. I had a Chinese Ludwig as my co-caster yesterday. Why? FaceIt retweeted the tweet of the poll saying, "Should I have Chinese Ludwig on the cast?"
Chinese Ludwig.
I don't know why, but it just turned into this whole bit. Like I how Bald Hyper is my co-caster week to week. Like that's been this like recurring bit that's ended up just sticking, and it's kind of drawn people in, and I don't hate it. Like I make fun of my own casting. Do I want to improve at casting? Yes, of course.
Mm.
But it's it's fun and funny to people, uh to kind of lean into that unprofessionalism. And it kind of helps so I'll take Uber as an example. Uh,
What?
uh,
Chinese
Here it is, retweeted by FaceIt Overwatch.
It's like the second time they've ever retweeted something of mine, by the way. It's that. That's the
That's
but
what it is.
it's it's nice to kind of be fun,
Mhm.
and not so, consummate professional lock in. But it's also like, I listened to Uber, yeah, like yesterday during mid-season championship, and I'm like, good God, to be given that kind of gift, like I could only dream. I'm over here cracking jokes, stuttering my way through it, and what ends up being the funny part is leaning into me stuttering, not the actual like joke that I'm trying to get off. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I love that. If like I was saying, if I can make somebody laugh, I've succeeded. And if Chinese Ludwig silently co-casting with me made somebody smile, then I'm happy with it.
I bet you it did. I'm trying to now pull up your stream from last night to actually see Chinese Ludwig. Oh my fucking god, it's the fucking thumbnail.
It is.
Yeah, here. Just look at it right here.
That's great. Let me pull it. What? Oh wait.
God, no, I'm not giving Applebee's any fucking promotion. It's I love
When I went there, I got food poisoning.
yeah. Now, like, here's the thing. Mega had told me she had to go like step away for a moment, so she's not here. But has talked about in the past of doing what you do, but leaning very far into like she's gonna make fun of people.
Oh, I genuinely when I do that, I do get the approval of a team. I talked to them before. Yeah,
Chinese fucking
that's
characters.
that's Zango Rin Ludwig.
Ludwig,
It's
that's
Zango
crazy.
Rin.
I love the
Zango
Extinction
Rin
background you gave him.
Same one that Bald Hyper gets. He gets the same treatment. I treat my guests well. Uh, but it's to me the part with like leaning into it heavily. I don't say when I've gotten the approval from the teams, so I will be shitting on a player or shitting on a team. Like the other day, that same game, I talked about Lampent's hairline. I don't even know what he looks like. I talked about that for like 30 minutes, like multiple different times, just for just cause. Like I talked to him and I are chill. We DM every now and again. Like he's a great guy, and it's stuff like that. Like I'm not gonna I won't say I've gotten the approval from both of these teams to be rude and to kind of bash plays, but I'll be in the middle of professionally casting a scene that is going on. These two players are going at it. What the fuck was that? Like just kind of just bring it off the rails, lean into it. It's just fun.
Now, it is really fun, especially for me and Hunter. We fall in that thing where we're trying to keep it very professional. But when we have the opportunities to have casts that are very chill, we both lean into whatever dumb shit we see. I casted with Mott last night. I think you were covering were you covering the fucking Leica game last night?
Leica?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you and Mott in there.
Yeah. Any time, and it's only I really lean into it when I'm with Mott, where it's anytime I see Xion get a kill, it's yep, there we go. We're committing vehicular manslaughter again, live on stream.
Every time I say that's felony number 1, I have a whiteboard. I keep this one says TVT eats big. That's how many times Proper's pulses got eaten yesterday. But that's that's just dumb bits like that. Just dumb. Throw it out there, see what sticks. Most of the time, none of it. But sometimes that's the funny part about it. Another just random out of the blue thing I do. I don't get why. I don't know. Maybe it's the autism, but I will say something so off the rails and then pull the
See, this is why I love Dex when we have staff pugs for CGL every season. It's and they'll stream them, and obviously 10 of us will be playing, and everyone else will be either having a completely off-topic conversation, or they'll just be shit talking whoever's doing bad in the match itself. And it's fantastic. I love it every single time we do it.
I love it because I'm also like I've said, I love being crazy, doing goofy shit, whatever. But I also am very competitive. And I this, for whatever reason, this season of FaceIt League kind of struck a nerve with me. And I want to be good again. I played in the highest I achieved was EU Contenders Trials. And I hit that point, got stomped out, and then it was downhill from there. And just kind of slowly stopped playing. But for whatever reason, I want back in. And doing it all on top of, casting and content creation, that's tough. But I still want to try it. And that's how I know that passion is there. And I rang for a scrim for the first time in genuinely years. I played so bad. I don't want to talk to any of those players ever again. But they're a team I cast on almost a weekly basis. Right now, I am afraid to say M2.
Don't be. Congrats. You're the highest. You're the highest rank here.
I got back to GM this season, and then I fell right down back to.
Hey, Hyper. I've never hit Masters.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes we're destined to be casters. That's all right.
That's what.
Listen,
Hey, I have quoted in a newspaper. Why someone asked me why are you a caster? I said, during the tryout, I just sat there and said, and I realized, God, I suck. Dear God.
God.
It's like I love the breaking down the competitive analysis, but then I love like talking shit. Like, so why not do both?
No, like that's it's so fun to do it. It just feels like if you've done it like one way for so long, when you decide to kind of relax a little bit and maybe like say, you know what, I'm gonna have some fun, I'm gonna lean into some more jokes, it just like this is, I think, just me overthinking it. If someone comes in there, you're like, what the fuck happened? Why are you being an ass tonight?
Maybe it's just because I'm lucky in this aspect to not have too much of a broader viewership.
Mhm.
It's kind of the recurring people that will come through, and it's we're certain, I don't know, it's starting to get double digits, but
Way better than me.
but it's
If I break five, it's fucking amazing.
hell yeah. No, that's still something to feel proud of, is any viewership.
Mhm.
I say, because it's something like 95 or 96% of people who stream on Twitch never break 2 viewers.
Mhm.
And then I think it's 99% of people who stream on Twitch never go live again. Like they'll hit that live button once and that's it. That's their one and done. So just going live for a second time, I think, is an achievement in and of itself. Going live for a 6,000th time is an achievement in and of itself. And it's I think just through over time, through partly because I have had instances like that of someone coming in and I'm on like a 120-second delay or whatever, maybe less, but I'll have someone come in and kind of bring something up about like that, like why are you like you like you're this is unprofessional. Like what are you doing? Like why'd you say that? And I lean into that. I go, and what you want to hop in here? And if I can get some random person to hop in the VC with me and start casting, that would be amazing. The bit that could be, that would be great.
God,
People-
just saying "and" is such a powerful comeback to
Yep.
anything. Like if someone's yelling at you in quick play, just say "and." Okay,
Okay,
keep
and
going, man. Keep going.
Your points.
Yeah, whatever you keep saying, I'm just gonna say "and."
And that's I bring that back around to, again, it's easier to be kind to people than it is to be an ass. Now, granted, I'm casting and I've talked to the players know me, I know the players, and I'm being an ass towards them. That's one thing. But like and I'll go play ranked,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna talk like when I'm like after this podcast, I'm gonna eat some food, grind out tank, try and get back to GM. I'm gonna talk so much shit, but never to someone's face. If they talk shit to me, I go, yeah, bro, that's on me. Hey, anything else? Hey, what can I do better? I try and egg them on, but in a positive way.
Mm.
And they hate that. I mean, it's like, yeah, man, just you're never gonna make it. Brother, I know. I've been at this for a while. I know.
Just do what I do. When they start talking bad, just ask them what their favorite cheese is and move on.
I know, like, hey, so how are your parents? How was school today? Was work good? I hope so.
9 to 5, ever 401k, saving up.
Hey.
You retired? It sounds like you should be retired.
Yeah, especially from Overwatch. But it's but it's like I love the because people will change like that.
Mhm.
Whether it be watching a stream or you confront them in game. They're no, you're probably never going to see this person again. But say you do. Like back in my day, You know, in Overwatch 1 when I was 44. Yeah, I can do the bit, even though you guys are older or whatever. Okay, I can do the bit. I can
Hunter,
do it.
how's the retirement home?
Honestly, it's good. I get 3 meals a day. They feed me these weird pills that make me feel kind of funny, but outside of that, it's been really comfortable, actually. They
Yeah,
won't let
you
me
were talking
drive
about
anymore, though.
you were talking about your bookshelf behind you. It's just a white wall, man. I really don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Hunter, did you take your schizo pill today?
It's actually just 4 empty. It's just Hunter and then 3 empty squares.
He's
I'm not even actually here,
he's not even at a computer. He's staring into a wall right now.
It's just a chair facing the wall. Oh, there he
He's-
goes. Oh, he's back. But it's honestly, I lost my train of thought.
Nah.
Oh yeah. I used to be decent, so I would see the same people in ranked over and over again. Because there's just less people. The higher you go, that's just how the rank system works. Then you would go into scrims and you'd see the same people over and over again, and you would get to know people almost like personally.
Mhm.
And so when they would try and start shit with you, uh, like there are players now who I played with back then, whether it be honestly like Chronic is a perfect example. Guy's a homie. I love Chronic. Does he even remember who I am? Who knows? But we played it on a team together before FaceIt existed for Overwatch, and it was with other streamers, Remy, uh, Megatron, Lore, uh,
Ooh.
some not so great names, but some good names. But like there are just instances like that where it's like oh wait, I played on a team with that guy. Or like I used to scrim regularly against that guy, and it's I would ask like, so how's school? You going to ASU still? How's that going? Huh? It's just to not necessarily to get under someone's skin,
Mhm.
but changing the topics. I don't even know what I'm yapping about anymore. But changing the topic so suddenly on somebody just completely like it brings people down to earth.
Mhm.
And it like, oh, now we're talking about like our livelihoods instead of you like talking about how bad I am because I didn't block that shatter. Like stuff like that.
Yeah, confusion is the best way to go sometimes when you're dealing with people online. But we're gonna start wrapping up the podcast right now. We have a couple more questions we want to ask to wrap up. Hunter, I'll start off with yours.
Interesting proposition you've given me. Do I have a question outside of the normal question? It's a really good question. Let me go ask my on-site nurse if I could even ask questions in the first place. I think that'd be so. Doctor recommended. Time to go do that first. But in the meanwhile, Hyper, I'm gonna go to the main question right away because I'll think of something funny. I'll think of a funny bit in like 3 minutes. But I have to ask you this because
No bacon video games.
Dexter, you get the reference?
No, I don't.
No, that makes it better. Just keep moving.
Yeah. We'll talk about it afterwards. All right. So Hyper, I assume is not your legal name. If so, this question becomes pretty obsolete. But I want to know why you decided to name yourself Hyper, or more specifically, HyperTheWorst.
So Hyper came from especially when I was young, elementary school, middle school, I was very very energetic. I was off the walls. I'd get in trouble for horseplay and get written up in my planner, and my parents had to sign it all the time because like that's what you do when you got in trouble, and then you get written up enough, and then your card gets changed to yellow and then to red. Anyways, I got put on red a couple of times. I'll admit it. But I was just off the walls. I was just loud. I was just like hyper. Hey, that's just I suppose like a fitting describing word for me. And I don't even remember if I came up with it or maybe my dad or sister did. Uh, but my dad did come up with, because just hyper was taken on Twitch. It's one word, it's simple, it's easy, whatever. So I was like, I need something else. So up until about 2-3 years ago, it was hyperplaya. Um, I asked my dad. That was the first thing he said. He was like, hyperplaya, and I was like, okay, dad. And I'm like 13,
Well,
so I don't understand. And I was like, okay. And so that's what I used for the longest time. And I would never get called hyper, because the big thing is, for some reason I wanted to be special and put a capital R in there.
Hmm.
And so I would get called hype replays. So I was just like, on Twitter, like, my name has always been HyperTheWorst. Honestly, just came, like, if I'm being just if I'm dropping the facade, it is just because the namesake was created during a time of very much so self-loathing.
Mhm.
And so it was like, okay, if I'm already hard on myself, then you can't be harder on me. So like, that's so if I'm hyper the worst, then you get to try to shit talk me, pal. What you've already said, I've been saying. So that's simple, I suppose. But
Yeah. No, it works. It works.
It's lore.
I don't know if Mega is back yet. She said she had to step away for something.
Well,
I don't think she's
do
back.
we stall for a couple more minutes for her, or because I can create some BS topic at any point,
You have your second question. I know that you have the backup one you keep in your back pocket that you asked a couple times. You want to ask that one?
let me ask you guys something.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Between all of the projects you've worked on, between all of the things you've done, whether it's together or as individuals, what has been your favorite thing to do? What has been your favorite creation? So whether it be like you just love, like, just booting up the stream casting, whether it be uh like this podcast, whether it be something you've done or created in the past, a specific thing, like, what would that be? Or name a couple if one is too difficult.
I mean, like, I'm incredibly proud of this podcast because it's, again, it was one of it was something I created or had the idea for, and I even like publicly tweeted like, hey, here's some dumb ideas I had, and they were like all good ideas, but it's like I'm only calling them dumb because I don't know if I'll ever act on them. I think me and Hunter taking the jump to do FaceIt stuff is another big one, because before then, like, I even kind of said to, like, people, our friends, saying like, people who do FaceIt are just kind of, it feels like a little bit of a waste because you're not necessarily doing it for anything realistically. And once we got in, it was like, oh wow, I'm dead wrong. This is awesome.
If you want me to expound a bit while you
Yeah, go ahead.
think of more, I'll dig into that a little bit more, because we did the FaceIt stuff, and obviously we focus a lot on North America, but we focus a lot on South America, and some of the most fun. God, I'm a caster. Jesus Christ. Some of the most fun I feel like we've had over the course of the last like year and change now is being able to work with people down in South America, specifically like Grupo Senju, which, if you don't know, they help run the Latin American side of CGL. They run a lot of their own tournaments. They basically run mini World Cups a couple times a year. We have one coming up literally at the end of this month with some teams that are just not represented. We have, for the very first time, by the way, the Dominican Republic being represented. It's crazy stuff, but getting to work with them, I think that's been the absolute treat, because we have met a region that is sorely overlooked by Overwatch, by Blizzard, by most of the people that participate in things related to Overwatch. And we've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people as a result. We've gotten to work on a lot of really fun tourneys from them, thanks to their help as well. Like, I had the busiest 3 months of my entire time casting. Dex knows well how much time I was dedicating, and a lot of that was dedicated to stuff helped by Grupo Senju. So that's some of my favorite times, because it is that thing of like, hey, I was able to like say, hey, do I actually have the grind set mindset to sit down and do, like 120 casts within like a 100-day span? And it's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna pull that off.
Yeah, like he did a lot for World Cup stuff, whether it be show matches, just scrims. Like Hunter did a shit ton. Probably, I would say, more than almost any other person did. Especially covering South America. Like, he did South America, he did EU, he covered Africa. I think only mostly like South Africa. You were so close to doing Asia.
I almost got it with Japan. Almost. Yeah. I was very close.
Yeah, like with him saying that, like the stuff that me and him have been able to do in South America has been really fun. Like, the people down there, like we found the people that have so much passion that they want to show off. They want their region to grow and be respected. Again, just at least acknowledged outside of one LAN a year, which was this past one. And it's like, again, I don't fault the casters for not talking anything about them, because again, it's South America. But like, Team Secret got at least some love because, hey, Kuffa's there, and Kuffa's a fun player.
Yeah.
But like the South American stuff has just been so fun. And again, it was like the reason we started FaceIt was South America. Like, we covered the CGL Grand Final for the South America tier the first time it happened. And like, we had both been thinking about doing FaceIt stuff. It was just like, the South American season for FaceIt starts literally in 3 days. Do you want to do it? It's like, yeah, sure, why not? What do we have to lose? And we just hopped in with it, and it was so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was. And then that kind of caps off with us doing the actual playoffs, which was the first time we have, like, I don't know what Dex's scenario was before this, but the most I've ever cast in front of before that point was like probably like 150 or 200, like on a really good night of like BPL. I can't think of mine being higher than that.
I think mine was like 500 for MLE for a grand finals there. But
see, that makes sense.
The season, like, we first started casting FaceIt season 5. Didn't expect anything to come from it. We got asked to cover playoffs that season. I was like, how? I think it was like we had worked with the people who were producing the mainstream for playoffs that season, and that's when the entirety of playoffs was streamed over 3 days as well, and it was really fun then, but it was just like, never expected to get it. And like, I think we ended up casting 4 games or 3 or 4 games. They all went map 5. It was so fun. It was long. It was a long ass day. It was a long ass thing, because I think we started at 6 and ended about 11:30.
I tried this before, because I put the post out like after we ended. From when we were in the booth to when we finally got out and things like finally went off the air, about 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Between all of that.
There was also 45 minutes that me and you just went in this very call right now and just ended up talking.
Yeah, and it was like, did that actually just happen? Because it is the most surreal thing that has happened to me, and I imagine it's happened to Dex over the course of our career, because we're going from like doing our thing that we love doing it, and now we're doing it in front of 10,000 people, and I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck are we about to do? We're literally 2 minutes away from jumping in front of all these people, and it's like they probably don't know who the fuck we are.
Only like the people who would occasionally watch FaceIt would know who we are, and maybe the people who watch CGL and BPL would know who we are. Outside of that, it's like they just got two random dudes off the street to come cast Overwatch.
I just pulled a couple of white boys in. It's like, all right, this will provide.
Deploy the white boys.
White boys. All I can think of is just like the picture, like, you all right, white boy.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Okay, I don't think Mega's gonna come back, so we'll move on to her question. We won't be able to explain it as eloquently as she does here, but Hyper, throughout all of the stuff that we do in esports, we want to ask you one thing. What grinds your gears about esports here? And Mega would put something out where it's a lot better than how I'm going to say it. She would normally say something along the lines of, let the hate and vitriol flow. The pettier, the better.
The amount of narcissism that is able to be allowed by players, by organizations, by the people who own the organizations. Oh, I have talked with some people, whether it be player or like organization owners, that genuinely it makes me wish things upon people that I never thought I would ever wish upon people. I mean, it is see it's the people who have the most money in a volatile scene that are the least trustworthy. And maybe you should question where that money comes from.
Mm-hmm.
There are unfortunately some sources of money we have in esports, not exclusive to us, by the way, to many esports, very big titles where the money doesn't come from the most right of places, I'll say. That sucks. That really does suck. And that's a whole conversation. That's a whole podcast episode dedicated to that conversation. All I'll say is, hey, go watch the Sideshow video. And that's all you need to do. Just go watch the video Sideshow made. Sit down for 35 minutes, become enlightened. That's where I leave that topic at.
Yeah. I think Gedster kind of had the same thing, the same response about that one. He went more in depth. He went way more in depth. He called out the people. I don't think we'll go that far.
I don't think I've seen this video. I'm gonna have to go check it out.
I'll send it to you right now because it is a gem to watch for the right reasons.
All right, but Hunter, unless you have any other questions.
I mean, we only got to briefly talk about it last time, Hyper, because I noted your manga upon the wall. But what's your favorite anime / manga? Gotta know.
Attack on Titan.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, Attack on Titan is my favorite piece of media ever that I've ever seen.
That's good. That's really solid. I should have worn my Wings of Freedom cape today. That'd have been a good call.
It's still hanging right there. It's the doors moved slightly. So
we talked about this at like the first Frenzy you were part of. I think we talked about it briefly.
Yeah, I love the. I find myself to be like, I love thought-provoking questions. I love depth of, like, depth, I suppose. And kind of the philosophical thought processes of things. And Attack on Titan really scratches that itch with some of the things it makes you question and think about, and the parallels to the real world with it all.
I agree.
Yeah. But I think that's a good time or a good spot to wrap up this episode. Hyper, man, thank you so much for joining us. It was awesome to have you on this week. Hunter and Mega, I don't know if she's here again. Thank you guys as always for joining us, and thank you so much for either watching or listening to this episode of For the Love of Prod. And make sure you tune in next week for another great episode, and as always, you'll figure out who the guest is when I do. So until then, hope you have a great week, and we'll see you then.